Hello and welcome to Lean English. I'm Lisa and I'm so excited you're joining us today. In today's episode, we're diving into something simple but super important: English greetings and small talk. Whether you're starting a casual conversation, meeting someone for the first time, or just breaking the ice in social or professional settings, mastering small talk can make a huge difference. Alright, let's keep the conversation rolling. Now that we've covered the basic greetings, let's talk about small talk, those casual conversations you have with people when you meet them. These are the kinds of interactions that often set the tone for a bigger conversation or just help you keep things friendly.
Small talk. The stuff that makes the awkward silences disappear, right? But honestly, Lisa, I always get a little nervous with small talk. Like, I know I'm supposed to ask questions, but what do I actually ask?
I totally get that, Raj. Small talk can feel like a minefield sometimes. But here's the good news: it's all about being friendly and showing interest in the other person. A classic question to start with is, "How are you?" Or "How's it going?" It's simple and opens the door for a friendly chat.
So, how are you? Is kind of like a standard opening, right? But, is there a more casual way to say it?
Great question. You don't always have to go with "How are you?" You can mix it up depending on the vibe. For example, you can say "How's it going?" which is a bit more laid back, or even "What's up?" or "What's new?" That's super casual and often used with friends.
What's up? I've heard that a lot in movies. But it feels a little informal. Can you use it with anyone?
Well, "What's up?" is definitely casual. It's perfect for people you know well, friends, family, or even coworkers you're comfortable with. It's not something you'd use with a boss or in a professional setting unless you're really close to them. But it's a fun one.
Got it. So, if someone asks me what's up, I can just say "Not much, what about you?" And I'm good, right?
Exactly. That's the beauty of small talk. You don't have to overthink it. You just respond with something simple and then turn the question back to them. If you're feeling a little more enthusiastic, you could even say something like, "Not much, just living the dream." Or, "Oh, just enjoying the day." It makes it sound a bit more lively.
Living the dream. I love that one. It's like you're telling them that everything is great, even if it's just a regular day.
Exactly. It adds some personality to the conversation. Now, let's talk about a different kind of small talk: asking about the weather. I know it sounds cliché, but in English-speaking countries, it's actually a go-to topic for starting conversations.
Oh yeah, the weather. It's like the unofficial conversation starter.
For sure. You can ask, "How's the weather today?" Or "What's the weather like where you are?" People love talking about the weather because it's easy and neutral. It's not too personal, but it's still a way to connect.
It's funny how something as simple as the weather can break the ice. But if I'm talking to someone from another country, I might ask, "What's the weather like in your city?" Is that cool?
Yes, that's perfect. If you're talking to someone from a different place, asking about their city or country's weather can spark a deeper conversation, especially if they've had some extreme weather recently.
Oh, I like that. It gives you something to talk about for a little while. Alright, so now we've got greetings, "How are you?" "What's up?" And the weather down. Anything else for small talk?
Yes, that's perfect. If you're talking to someone from a different place, asking about their city or country's weather can spark a deeper conversation, especially if they've had some extreme weather recently. Yep. Another great topic to bring up is "What have you been up to?" It's a casual way to ask someone what they've been doing lately, and it's a question that encourages more than just a one-word answer. It's a great way to show interest in the other person.
So, something like, "What have you been up to this week?" Or what's been going on in your life? Is a good follow-up?
Yes, exactly. It makes the conversation feel more personal and less like a series of questions. Plus, you get to know the other person a bit better, which is always a good thing when building connections.
Yeah, and I feel like it can really get the ball rolling. I'm already feeling more confident about small talk.
That's the goal. Small talk is the foundation of all good conversations. It's simple, but it's also so important. Now, with these phrases in your toolkit, you'll be ready for just about any situation. Welcome back, everyone. In the last segment, we covered basic greetings and how to dive into small talk. But let's take it a step further now. Let's talk about how to introduce yourself and ask others about themselves. This is a key part of any conversation. After all, you can't have a conversation without knowing who you're talking to, right?
That's true. It would be pretty awkward if I just greeted someone and didn't even know their name. So, how do we start with introductions?
Well, first things first, when you meet someone new, you want to say, "Hi, I'm," your name. Simple, right? But there are a few variations to make it sound more natural or friendly. For example, you could say, "Hey, I'm," your name. "Nice to meet you." Or if you're being a bit more formal, "Hello, my name is Lisa. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Got it. So, if I meet someone new at work, I can say, "Hi, I'm Raj and add nice to meet you." But if it's a more formal setting, I should go with, "Hello, my name is Raj."
Exactly. The key is to match the level of formality with the situation. And, Raj, nice to meet you is a great phrase to use when you first meet someone. But there's another phrase you can use to sound a little more relaxed: "It's great to meet you." Or even, "I've heard a lot about you." If you're meeting someone you've heard of before.
Oh, I like that one. I've heard a lot about you. Sounds like you're a celebrity.
Right? It's a nice touch. But remember, it's only something you should say if it's true. Otherwise, it can sound a little odd. Now, once you've introduced yourself, the next step is asking about the other person. A natural follow-up is, "What's your name?" Or "And you are."
Oh, I see. I could say, "Hi, I'm Raj. What's your name?" That seems easy enough.
Perfect. That's how you start to get to know someone. And after they introduce themselves, you can ask a follow-up question to keep the conversation going. For example, you could say, "Where are you from?" Or "What do you do for a living?"
Where are you from? That seems like an easy way to learn more about the person. But are there any situations where that question might be too personal?
Good point, Raj. If you're meeting someone in a more professional setting, you might want to wait before asking personal questions like, "Where are you from?" Instead, try asking, "What brought you here?" Or "How long have you been working here?" These are still friendly but more appropriate for professional settings.
I get it. So, in casual situations, "Where are you from?" is fine, but in work or formal situations, it's better to ease into those more personal questions.
Exactly. Another question that's commonly used after introductions is, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Or "What are your hobbies?" It's a great way to steer the conversation into more personal territory without getting too deep.
Oh, I love asking that one. It's a great way to find common interests and keep the conversation light and fun. Plus, it shows you're interested in what the other person enjoys.
Exactly. The more you show interest, the smoother the conversation flows. Now, one last tip: when you're wrapping up an introduction, don't forget to end with a polite note. You can say something like, "It was really nice to meet you." Or "I'm looking forward to talking more." Ready to introduce yourself and ask all the right questions in a conversation. See? It's not so scary, is it?